All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Traded Asia on Eval tonight. I got break even. Dude, this was insane. I'm gonna go over this trade. I literally got edged by like a tick and then got break even, and then I took a quick entry in here, closed it, and then got a re-entry, and then got a nice winning trade to end up passing another Topstep Eval. Add that one to the stack again. So here are the executions. This was I closed this one out quick and then I got back in right there, and I don't have the executions for this one, unfortunately, but like it was ridiculous. So basically I'll run through the first trade. The second trade's more of what I was looking at, but this first trade was a lot more discretionary, and again, this is how I'm trading my evals. And again, I usually, like I said in the other video, I usually don't go break even on evals anymore, but in this one I did, just because I had some stuff to do and I had high conviction price should have just ran at this point, so I went break even. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But so at this point, this was purely discretionary. I seen that price was rejecting off of CE of this rejection block, like this rejection wick right here, and at this point we also had an SMT. Let me just pull this up. The main idea here was that we had draws and liquidity higher. We had these relative equal highs right here. We had all of these draws up here. I wanted to see price flush. And on top of that, if you pull from the swing low here, we were respecting kind of this OTE. So I kind of liked the flip here. I thought it was like a good setup for price to run higher if we had momentum. And you could see we had an SMT. You could see that NQ swept those lows, or ES swept those lows. NQ never swept those lows, right? So going up, this was my entry rate. Like, actually, wait, let me take this off. This was my entry rate here. We got strong displacement. We got this 3-minute inversion right here. So I took my entry right there, stops below, and all I was targeting was, again, I was risking 1,000 to make 1,500. But I needed like an extra like $50 or something like that. Because the other day I needed, like, just because of the fees and stuff like that, right? So I had it, my TP set at like 1525 or 1550, whatever it was. So anyway, I take this trade right here. I enter, we get this nice displacement candle. We're delivering off that rejection block. We have that SMT, and we have OTE being respected. We have nice displacement on the 3-minute. So this is my TP. It was 727.25. And again, I took this on MNQ, which is why, again, I was like accounting for the fees. So I leave the room and I come back and I see I literally got edged by one tick, and then price came down. I went break even like right here because I'm like, there's no way it's gonna reverse on me. Like like if it reverses on me, like it's not even valid anymore. So it comes up, it edges my TP by one tick, and then comes out and stops me break even. So luckily I did go break even on that one. I had an alert set like right here, so luckily I was able to, you know, go break even, and then I left the room, came back and see that, and I was pretty pissed off because that's kind of ridiculous to just reverse from there randomly. It didn't really make sense to me. So from there, I'm like, okay, we get break even. We literally lose out by a tick on passing that eval, which is kind of annoying, but I'm like, whatever, maybe we'll catch, you know, one more trade. So at this point, price just nukes down, and we end up creating, again, we build up more low resistance sell side. We create these relative equal lows right here, this low, and I kind of want to see like this whole like trend line liquidity kind of just get run through here. Well, not like trend line liquidity, but we have this low, we have this low now, we have this low. Like I want to see all of this just get aggressively run through at this point. So we open up a 15-minute gap, and now this is my condition. So going back to the video I did on conditions, if you check my education playlist, I talked about this. This is where you use if this and then statements. So basically I'm looking at this 15-minute gap. I'm saying if price rejects and give me confirmation for shorts, then I will short. But if we trade through it, then I will look for longs. So price retraces into this 15-minute gap. Again, after generating more sell side, we leave this low with this low, which is meaning that there's more sell side that could potentially be taken out, and that price can potentially want to come down and take that out. So we come up to this 15-minute gap and we are respecting it. So at this point, I'm looking for an entry. So first entry I take, I accidentally screwed up. I thought we had an inverse and we didn't. So I ended up just closing it right away. So just ignoring that one. But from here, we get this nice rejection. I see us rejecting out of this 15-minute gap. I see us, we're also rejecting out of a 5-minute gap, whatever, right? We came up into the gap. We swept out these highs right here, and we're continuously rejecting. And we end up getting this nice displacing close on the 1-minute, which also, I think it was just the 30-second inversion. We do get a 30-second inversion here, which I had on my top step chart. And we look at ES at the same time. ES was a little bit different, but it was also, you can see, also respecting a 15-minute gap right here. So let me draw that out. ES is also respecting a 15-minute gap. It also has draws and liquidity lower. It also has equal lows below, which can be a draw on liquidity. And if we look, ES gives a strong displacing close, which is also like a 30-second inversion as well. So NQ and ES are both reacting off of a 15-minute gap. They both have draws and liquidity lower. Again, NQ has this low resistance liquidity leading into these relative equal lows. ES has low resistance liquidity. It also has equal lows wherever I just saw them, and both displaced strong on the 1 minute and the 30-second. So I enter off that 30-second close. I can't remember if I entered off the 30-second or the 1 minute. I don't remember which exact, but it doesn't really matter. So from there, all I'm looking and all I need at this point is like 26 points, whatever it was, exactly my exit. But again, on this one, I don't go break even because I don't want to, I just have high conviction at this point. So we get this strong flush down, and I'm very confident in the draw at this point. I'm very confident once I see this candle and this candle close, I'm very confident that, we might see a retrace, but we should continue to flush lower. And again, we do get that pullback. Price respects this 1 minute gap and then finally comes down and ends up hitting take profit. And again, it just ended up dumping from there. So I'll run through this trade again. Basically, a very simple continuation model. Price comes in and respects this 15-minute gap, while ES also respects a 15-minute bearish gap. From there, I'm looking for price to run through this generated sell side. Again, we left relative equal lows. ES has equal lows below. We have draws and liquidity to the downside on both. We get this 30-second inversion, nice displacing close on NQ and ES, and we just let price aggressively flush down to TP, and we end up passing that another eval and adding another eval back to the stack. So that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, just a simple Asia trade, waiting for the volume to kick in, and just going for that 1 to 1.5 R trade. My stop was like a little bit higher. It was like that, but I took this with, I think it was 3 minis or 4 minis. What was it? Let me check. Yeah, 3 minis. Yeah, so 3 minis, whatever. I had to do the math on that. But anyway, that's it from you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And yeah, simple Asia trade, 15-minute continuation model, waiting for the volume to kick in, and we have draws and liquidity lower with a simple entry technique. We're not waiting for anything complicated. So that's it from you guys. We'll be back at it whenever I upload this. I have no idea, but this is from Thursday night, May 14th. So that's it from me. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.